I woke up to so many tweets at me. Oh my god. If you search Caedrel on Twitter, guys, oof, it's rough. What the hell? I was like cleaning the apartment because I have to move all my shit out in the next 2 days. I got to get rid of all the stuff in this apartment. So I was like, yeah. All right. We'll get into it. I wrote down some thoughts, okay? Because a lot of things that are being said, a lot of it is like being taken way out of context or untrue, okay? Some of the things. So I want to address those things first, okay? So we'll start with it. Ready? Let me pause the music. We'll start with it and we'll go into the stream, okay? So people are saying, why did you delete the YouTube the YouTube clip? The reason I deleted the YouTube clip is simple. I didn't actually look at the comments of the YouTube channel. I woke up in the morning and I deleted it. The reason I did that is because clips can be taken out of context and I don't know what the fuck you were watching on it. Because Caedrel clip channel is just clip, boom, lack of context. So I deleted the YouTube video. I don't know what the comments were. I didn't even check them. If you think I'm a pussy, the Twitch VOD is still up. Go check the Twitch VOD. Go to the Caedrel VOD YouTube, check that. At least then you'll be able to see the whole thing. I haven't deleted all the evidence. The Twitch VOD's still there. The YouTube VOD is still there. What I've done is I've made it so if you want to check it, you can see the actual VOD of what I'm saying instead of anything that's clipped or whatever or framed in context, whatever it is. Okay, well, we'll go through a few things first, yeah? Oh my god, I'm out of breath from running to the door. Listen, I want to start off with one thing, because we're going to go through a lot of things. The first thing is that I'm sorry. What am I sorry for? I'm sorry for the way I word things. Because the way I word things sometimes, I always get myself in some kind of drama or in some kind of like, someone takes it in the wrong way or whatever. Sometimes I don't realize how many people I have watching me. And this isn't to like anyone specifically. I'm kind of saying sorry to everyone. Because obviously this is all caused by what I say. If I was just more careful with what I say, this would never happen. If I was just more careful with the way I phrased my sentences, none of this would happen. But I don't really think about it in the moment. And then I come back to it and I'm like, well, I didn't mean that. It doesn't matter what I meant, it's what I said. And that's how all this starts, right? Oh my god, I'm mega out of breath. I need to go to the gym. Sorry. I'll move the chat, yeah, I'll move the chat. So yeah, I just need to think more about what I say and how I say it. Or like, if I'm saying something that's like got a lot of context behind it, then I need to phrase it better. That's on me. That is on me. Okay, let's go through a few other things. I got like a list of things to go through, so don't worry, I'll probably get something that you're probably thinking about right now. A lot of people are phrasing things weirdly. A lot of people are saying, Caedrel said Faker and T1 didn't deserve the award. I never said that. These words didn't even leave my mouth. The word deserve never exited my mouth. Okay? That never left my mouth. A lot of people are using that as like a title. They're using it as a title. We'll get to a lot of things in a second that might clear up what maybe people think is the deserve thing. But first of all, I didn't say those words. And I'll get to those things in a second, okay? The next thing. People are saying that okay, this one is really weird. People are saying that I want to change the panel voting and the way it's organized because I didn't want certain people to win. They're like, Caedrel created his own award show, Caedrel created his own panel and voting system, and then when someone won, Caedrel wants to change it because he didn't want them to win. That's not true. I don't know how you extrapolated to that. The reason I said I wanted to change the voting system for next time is because if the voting system is more optimized, then you can't disagree or blame or find excuses as to why certain people did or didn't win, right? If you made a better voting system that people all agreed on, whether it was like voting throughout the year, there's less arguments to say that they shouldn't have won. That's my point. If the voting system is better and optimized next year, then there'll be even less people who can argue against someone winning something. It's not that I think they didn't deserve to win. I'm just saying, if you can make a future system that's better, it's even harder for people to discredit awards, okay? That's just, what the fuck did Dom say? What did Dom say? Dom, you're on holiday right now. Dom said you messaged me privately and wanted to change the award so T1 didn't win. Dom, shut the fuck up. No, I didn't. Why are you in here starting shit, Dom? Why are you in here starting shit? This motherfucker is in his hotel room in Europe somewhere and he's just like giggling in his fucking bed. Dom, shut up. So when it comes to the award thing, people are like, you created this event you made this system, and then once people win, you're saying they didn't deserve it or shouldn't have won it. I never meant it like that. What I said was, well, what I meant was, and what I think I said at least sometimes or referred to, is there was a lot of feedback about people saying that the voting wasn't fair. And I didn't think the voting wasn't fair. I think the voting could be better. And it's not because I didn't think the right people won. I just think that there's ways to make the voting better, so you can't discredit people winning their awards. Whether that's having more of a panel vote, whether that's making it so the league awards change the voting system, so you have 3 voting categories, one after MSI, one after the whatever international is next year, and one after Worlds, and then you weigh them up differently throughout the year, so people are less kind of recency bias, you know, whatever it is. It was more referring to future systems that could make it so you don't have these arguments or disagreements, because that was the main thing of feedback. People are all arguing that they didn't deserve this or didn't deserve that, or this team should have won. And as much as I have my own personal opinions on who won, you can always make the system better. Speaking of personal opinions, yesterday I shared that I believed that BLG should have won Team of the Year and Chovy should have won Player of the Year. I did that on the League Awards website 2 weeks ago. I voted for it myself. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just a League of Legends analyst. It's not that... This doesn't mean that I hate this player or think this player's bad or this player doesn't deserve it. Just because I analytically thought that one person or team should win doesn't mean I immediately discredit any other winner. We even talked about it on the show afterwards. There's a lot of validity to the idea of voting for certain people or, you know, different opinions or whatever it is. All I did yesterday was share my personal opinion on who I think should win. And what I think people argue towards me is, as the host of the League Awards, I shouldn't do that. And I can see some truth to that. And I'll apologize for that. Or maybe not apologize, but like at least get your point. What I've failed to realize is there's a difference between, or I should have realized, is Caedrel the League Awards host and Caedrel the streamer. I need to separate that, or at least make sure they don't overlap. I didn't think about it. I was just me. Both times I was just Caedrel. I was hosting, and I went to my stream, and then I yapped. And I need to realize in my head that these two things cannot overlap, because it essentially leads to unprofessionalism, okay? So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I guess I'm sorry about the fact that I shared my personal opinion while also being a host. That I do think is unnecessary. My opinion should be left out of the voting, and it should be left out of like whatever should happen. I should just go with the facts, okay? That was definitely my bad. I see validity in that 100%. Another thing, quickly, while I go through this list of things that I saw people were like talking about, or that they fucked up, whatever it is. People were saying that Faker sent you this thank you video, like you should be grateful, all that stuff. Bro, you have no idea how fucking grateful I was when Faker sent that thank you video. I even screenshotted like the Discord messages of us when he finally sent it. I was going fucking ballistic. I was jumping up my chair when that motherfucker sent that video. We reached out to him and I was like, there's no way this is actually going to happen if we actually get a fucking thank you video. It was crazy. Me and Shocks were losing our mind. It was epic. And I'm super grateful for them doing that. And I even said yesterday that I was super grateful for them doing it. It's just, I feel like people took this like Caedrel says they didn't deserve a award narrative and just went crazy. And that was formed by lots of different things that I said. All right, what else I want to talk about? Okay, there was another comment that people were fucking pissed off about, okay? We're going to get to a lot of things in a second. I said something along the lines of, some T1 fans know they shouldn't have won this. I said something like that, okay? And what I was referring to is what I did when the League Awards show ended, is I went on to the Reddits and I checked what the feedback was, okay? And I saw multiple comments, and you can check it. You can fact check me on the League Reddit. There was a League Awards live thread. And some T1 fans said, quote, something like this, I'm a T1 fan, but I do think that this player or Chovy had a better year, whatever. So what I meant by saying that was, some T1 fans on the Reddit and whatever were basically saying that they actually think that Chovy should have won. That was all I meant. I didn't mean it to like, I didn't mean it to like fucking start a war or some shit. I don't know what people were trying to extrapolate from me saying that. So that's the reason I mentioned that. It wasn't like a comment or a thing that I was thinking. I was just reiterating what I had read online, because what we were doing yesterday is we were going through the feedback. We were going through the feedback and the takeaways of yesterday's awards or the day before's awards, and we were just running it down and going through the rundown. What is Dom saying now? Is he still going, that yapper? He says, I am. Okay. I am. Because, to be honest, I know a lot of people enjoyed the awards. They had a lot of fun. But to be honest, these awards for me were mega stressful. And I was disappointed afterwards because I read a lot of comments saying people like that they think that the League Awards was like, it wasn't structured properly, all that stuff. So the reason that I was talking yesterday about voting systems was I was thinking, I'm not here to discredit anyone who won an award. What I'm thinking is how can we optimize it so that next year people have less reason to be able to disagree or flame? Because one of the things that I really wanted to value was like, how can we make it as fair as possible? And when I started discussing this, I didn't mean that the people who won didn't win because they don't deserve it. That does not make sense at all. Of course they deserve it. I think absolutely fine. I was very happy with the show. It was great. My main thing was, how do I avoid people fighting each other over this should be like this should be like this? How do we make it so no one can look back and be like, actually, that was a well-structured fucking voting system, whatever it is, okay? So, and I know people in chat will say you can't, it's impossible, but at least try. At least try. Why can't we try to make something that's a bit better? At least try something, you know? Something different, see if it works. Is it gonna work better? I don't know, do people like it? I think the closest you can get to like the best outcome, just because we have a system and it's not perfect and you can't make perfect, doesn't mean you can't make it better, right? That's why I was just like, so the reason I was disappointed is like, people are upset, we'll try and make it better. That was the only real thing that I was like trying to fuck around with. All right, a couple other things that I'm gonna get to directly now, yeah? This is my stream, okay? This is me, I'm Caedrel. It's twitch.tv/Caedrel. I will say things that are my opinions and my honest opinions when it comes to analyzing the game or what I'm biased to. I'll be biased to players. I'll be critical to players. I'll be honest about players, okay? So when you're on this stream, twitch.tv/Caedrel, or whatever fucking stream, or whatever fucking YouTube, whatever, when I have an opinion, you don't like it, or you disagree, or you think I'm wrong, or you hate my opinion, either talk to me like a human about it, or just fuck off, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Don't start fucking making shit up. Don't come in here and start fucking attacking the chat. And this goes for you, chat, as well. If someone else has an opinion you don't like, don't fucking attack them. I think, chat, don't do that either. This goes on the Twitch. This goes on the Reddit. If you want to have a honest conversation with someone and say, actually, I think I see where you're coming from, or I think this, or whatever, it's the internet. It's never going to happen. But at least we can try our best as a community to stop those people from being here, okay? Whether it's fucking atting them in the chat, whether it's calling them out on the Reddit, whether it's making it so the mods are aware. Anyone who says like, I think this player is really good, I'm a big fan of them. And then someone goes, you're dumb as fuck, idiot. They're fucking trash, you piece of shit. Obviously, just fucking, bro, what is going on in your brain? You're not welcome here at all. If you're like, if you actually have a critical discussion with me or a viewer or someone on the Reddit, go ahead. I have no problem with that. That sounds great. And also, one more fuck you to people who misconstrued things on the internet. Whether it's about me or someone else or some fucking social media person. The problem is, it's so easy to like say something and then just people can run with it. And it's like catchphrases and shit are just annoying. The thing I struggled with is, this is not the first time that I like start something because I don't really think about what I say. For example, we had a similar situation at Worlds this year where I said, Chovy picked Smolder, and I said Smolder's fucking boring. So then people took the idea that because I said Smolder's fucking boring, that Chovy's a fucking boring player. And then I'm a Chovy hater. Even though I said all year Chovy's the best player. And the problem is, I can see how they can get that from me saying Smolder is boring, but also I don't see how you can get that too. So they come to these like, these sentences come out of nowhere. It's like, Caedrel thinks Chovy's fucking boring and bad. And it's like, well, no, I just think the champ he's playing is boring and annoying to watch. And as much as he's winning with that, it's frustrating to see. So yeah, I am absolutely happy with the fact that T1 and Faker won the awards. I'm super thankful to T1 because they were so easy to work with. I even said this yesterday, if you watched the full VOD. I messaged out to T1 about getting winner speeches because they were the top. And they fucking... they replied quickly, all good. We're all good on the back end. Everything's fine, okay? Please, I hope this answered some of your questions. I'm not here to apologize for everything because I do feel like some of the things were taken way too far. But yeah, hopefully some of the comments. I think the main three things that people disliked or were bringing up all the time was, one, the voting thing that I talked about. 2, the T1 fans shouldn't have won this thought that they were talking about. And 3, the VOD was deleted talking about. VOD's up. Go check it out. I just deleted the clip because I had no idea what was in the clip or what was clipping around it. You can check the full VOD if you watch the actual thing. Voting system was mainly for optimization. It wasn't about people not deserving shit. And T1 fans shouldn't have won this thing was reading comments on the Reddit the day after. Go to the League Awards live thread on the Reddit League of Legends thread, and you'll see fans, whether it's T1 fans saying that they think that other people should have won despite being T1 fans, and that's what I was referring to. Those are the 3 things that people are upset about. If you're still upset, if you're upset about my opinion that I think that certain players should have won certain things, I get that. If I'm the host of the awards, I shouldn't be saying those things. I actually think I'll just completely abstain from saying my opinion or who I would vote for next year. If we do this next year, Jesus Christ, I don't know if we'll do this next year, but if we do this next year, I'm definitely not gonna fucking be a part of any of the panel or the voting or whatever the fuck. But I think I should have realized that when you start an award show, there's always gonna be a fist fight no matter what. Every award show has fistfights, whether it's Will Smith slapping someone or fans disagreeing. There's a fight somewhere. Actually, next year, you know what? I've decided we're gonna do Player of the Year next year, and actually, I'm gonna rig the votes so that Poby wins. So don't even bother voting. Poby's winning Player of the Year next year. Deal with it. You heard it here first, and that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up there. Is there anything else I missed, honestly? Because I actually want to address all of this bullshit, because it's really annoying. Okay, the last few things. The Reddit is turning into a fucking cesspool, okay? I'll figure it out, what we're going to do. Let me work on it, okay? Just trust me when I say, just give me a couple days to work on it. Even I, tried to comment on the Reddit to try and talk back to people, and I got mass downvoted. So we'll see what we do with the Reddit. We'll see what we do with it. We'll see what we do with it. We're working with mods right now to figure out how to do this properly, what we should do. I think a lot of people's threads got removed on the Reddit. I think it's because what we're trying to do is, the thing is, if you go to the Reddit right now, there's about 40 threads about this topic. And normally Reddits, what they do is they make one mega thread with all of them. So if you see your posts get deleted, it's probably because we're trying to make a mega thread or some shit. But yeah, the Reddit's getting a bit out of hand. Also, by the way, you can hear it from my mouth first. I don't mind criticism. If you make a post, and this goes for the mods as well, if someone makes a post to criticize my analysis, the way I said something, the fact that they disagree with me on something, if they make a post where they say, I disagree with Caedrel on this because, and they actually say something that makes sense, I'll read it, bro. Leave it on the Reddit. I'll read it out loud and I'll address it directly. If they put something like, Caedrel said this and he's a fucking piece of shit, donkey ass motherfucker, then obviously you can remove it. That guy is obviously has no fucking idea or want to be able to talk about anything. But if there's absolutely any post on the Reddit about any team or player or about me or about anything I say, and it's actually valid criticism or has any leg to stand on or has any valid points, bro, I'll read it any day I'll read it. We don't erase that. We only erase the posts that are saying shit. Cool. I just wanted to say it regardless. Is anyone else got anything else that I didn't address that is upset you or is pissing people off? At the end of the day, the main thing I want to say is this might sound really stupid, but at the end of the day, this is a Caedrel stream, right? I'm not here to be like a fucking NPC. Okay, I am an NPC at times, but I'm not here to be... I'm going to have opinions, and I'm going to say some shit, you know? Not say some shit as in start some drama, but I'm going to say what I think about certain things. And some of it you might like to hear, some of it you might not like to hear. And this isn't in relation to what I'm doing right now or what I did yesterday. It's just in general. So if you just objectively think that I have terrible opinions and you don't want to listen to anymore, you can always leave. Like, I don't want you to feel like you're jailed here to watch me give bad opinions you dislike and then argue against me all the time. I mean, maybe some of you are hate watchers, but like, it doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm sure if you hate my opinion so much, you can always just leave. Like, I don't know what else to say, you know? People were spamming on the Reddit or somewhere on the Twitter shit about like, being a fucking whatever. I won't get into that. I'll read out a message from one of the mods. It's just got put in the chat. Chat, we are sorry if we don't always get it right. We are in the end just rats like you and make mistakes. I apologize if your posts or comments were getting deleted and you believe those unjust. We were all well-intentioned and merely tried to limit repeated posts and discussions that led to nowhere. In the future, we'll do better to make mega threads. Yeah, I think we make a mega thread next time. That'll be good. But yeah, I think a lot of threads got removed because they were just repeating. If there's anything else, let me know. I don't, bro. I don't know if you'll trust me on this, but I never have bad intentions. I never like go out of my way to like fucking flame a fan base or flame a person or flame someone, bro. I'm always just here to just fucking chill out, watch some good League of Legends, and spit some shit. The problem is, with the streams growing so much, sometimes when you say things, you don't really think about it in the moment, but then a day later, someone's construed your point in something else, and then all of a sudden, you're like, what the fuck just happened? So I just need to be more locked in sometimes. More locked in. You were a KT hate watcher? Yeah, I was a KT hate watcher. I'm not going to shy away from that. I didn't intentionally want to throw hate to KT as an organization, but I made it very clear that the reason I hate watched KT is because Lore was a big fan and Lore flamed Damwon. So I'm pretty sure when I was hate watching KT, that people knew that I wasn't hate watching him because I actually disliked the players or the team. I just did it because Lore was fucking a big fan and she hated Damwon. So it was just revenge arc. Yeah, the one thing that I just want to say sorry for the last time, because, I mean, it's not that I've said sorry for it multiple times, but the main thing that I think that I should be more cautious of and not really apologize for is just be careful how you use your words, Mark, on some topics. So I'll figure that out. Because that's happened multiple times this year. This isn't the first time where I say something and I'm like, huh? What? Guys, are you fucking high? The Chovy incident made me go like a bit crazy though. I was like, there's no way. Now you understand why Faker's so PR trained. Actually, you're kind of right. I actually kind of got a appreciation or an idea as to why a lot of pro players or like famous people, or quote unquote, whatever you want to take that as, they just answer questions like a robot sometimes. And then obviously the people with more personality in the sense that they answers questions more flamey, you know, or like they go a bit more like deep in the question to be a bit more aggressive. They're the ones who have, obviously they start to get haters and shit, right? Or popular is a better answer, I guess. Popular is a better word. Anyway, enough yapping. Enough yapping.